Hello, beautiful friend. What an exciting conversation to have today. Thank you for being here with me. I love you. And we are going to talk about the new earth being built now. This is something in my personal journey, and I see this question come up a lot of like, well, when is the new earth going to be here? When is heaven on earth going to be here? When is the golden age going to be here? Like when? As if there's this like moment, right, that everything just sort of changes. And what I am feeling very encouraged by the masters to come on and share is that it is being built now. It's being built in front of your eyes. You are witnessing it. You have the opportunity to be here on earth as the new earth is being built. You're watching the foundational bricks just being like one brick at a time, right? You are witnessing the new earth being built now. There's a lot to talk about. I have notes because there's just new government, new healthcare, new science, new leadership, right? This is all changing in front of us. This is all changing in front of us. And I want to start with the analogy of, let me grab my notebook. I want to start with the analogy of building a garden. Okay, we can all relate to this analogy, right? You want to build a garden. I have built a garden. That was one of the absolute most beautiful journeys and gifts I could give myself, was to have a garden in my yard for a few years. It was so enlightening, actually, and it just brought my relationship with the earth to totally new levels. It was so beautiful. So if you want to build a garden, okay, there's a lot more to it than just like eating the apples off the tree or eating the carrots out of the ground. I think as light workers, we need to just understand that there are so many steps to building a garden. You have to collect the seeds. You have to prepare the soil. You have to propagate all the little, the baby seedlings. You have to, it's just like there's so much involved. You have to pull the poisonous weeds or the invasive weeds out of the garden, right? The beliefs and the systems that are just like not serving the thriving of abundance and are taking over. That stuff needs to be pulled out and composted. And so it's such an ecosystem, right? That all of these different factors have to come into play. All of these different jobs need to be done, other than just like receiving the whatever alien technology that. And I have a hard time with this because I don't have a hard time with it, you guys. It's more so that I was in a good 6 months to a year in my journey where I got really swept up into I don't know if a community is the right word, but just swept up in some beliefs that like things were going to get a lot better really, really quickly through new technologies. And the thing is, like, I know those technologies exist. I believe that. I believe that those technologies exist. But it's going to take generations for the completion of this. But our role right now is critical. It's critical. It's really critical. And there's never going to be a finish line. It's not like, oh, new earth is here, and then it's like, and then what? There's not a finish line to this. There's not a day of reckoning or of the, it's just like that is your responsibility to invoke whatever that represents, whatever the glory of that moment, event moment. It's our responsibility to cultivate that same sort of passion for life that we think that event will bring. It's actually our responsibility to be able, to cultivate that much excitement for life, that much reverence for life, and really exude that in our embodiment. That's one thing that we can do to continue to vote for the new earth, which is currently being built. It's currently happening. We are seeing it with our own eyes. I'm going to just read what came through last night. The current model of physics is broken. The current model of physics, which is called the standard model, it doesn't explain gravity. It doesn't explain dark matter and dark energy, which we're finding out accounts for 90 to 95% of all the mass in the universe. So our current model, it's going to take a little bit of time, and it's going to take some really revolutionary and alternative, right now are being called alternative leaders who are out there, like Joe Dispenza, Nassim Haramein. It's going to take time. It's going to take some new time for these new theories to really disperse themselves. And God bless the physicists and the grounded scientists who are tackling new science. We need new science. We need new government. We need new healthcare. We need all of these things, which are clearly, and with government, it's like right wing and left wing, it's like the same bird, right? We need entirely new perspectives, ideas, communication about these things. But they are changing. They are changing. We are seeing, and sometimes things do need to collapse before they can be rebuilt. Sometimes things need to get so messy and so just absurd and ridiculous for the collective to be well, this is, maybe this isn't really working out. In healthcare, more and more people are turning to alternative ways of healing than ever. In the last 10 years, you guys have seen this, right? It's practically there's so many of these things that used to be very alternative. It's very, very mainstream now. There are masses and masses and masses of people who are getting really curious about, that their mind can heal their body. This isn't some underground, conversation. So I'm bringing these examples up because I just feel like sometimes we need a reminder, let's think about the last 20 years and how far we have come in all of these different areas. Now, is it perfect? No, no, it's going to continue on. And, oh my gosh. And then we have the whole financial system. There's not any big secrets anymore about what's going on with especially the United States dollar. It's not a big secret anymore. And so you can do all of your own research, and I'm sure you have, into all of those areas, right? But we are building the new earth. We are first opening our eyes, right? And taking in what isn't working, and really witnessing and experimenting and doing some trial and error with some new ideas. And that is what it takes. A garden doesn't sprout up just in a month or whatever. It takes years to really get in a good flow and to really make it into this really lush, everything, really working together, that permaculture sort of that takes years and sometimes decades to become the fruitful paradise that it has the potential to be. And this heaven on earth reality, it's being built now. You are a part of it. You are witnessing it. And you need to trust that it is happening. That's so important. We cannot have the perspective of like, well, it's not happening. Do we want to see things happen faster? Do we want to see certain, dark forces eradicated immediately? Yes. 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 But what that is going to take is a sovereign spiritual muscle and hope. Pure faith and love and belief in life. Belief in the gift of life. So in building something new, right, from the ground up, there's always, the first thing is really looking around and seeing like, what isn't working? In the analogy of a garden, you might just have a big grassy area and it's like, well, the grass isn't going to work here. We gotta take out this grass, or we gotta take out, whatever, the rocks. You need to prepare the way. And that is what I feel that, all of us together are doing. We are preparing the way. And our ancestors before us have been doing that in their own way as well. They've been preparing the way for us. That's why I'm so, I really love to work with Ascended Masters, and why that idea, the Ascended Masters resonate so deeply with me is because there's earth, there's feet on the ground experience, and on earth, experience. And that, I just find that to be so inspiring. And so the first part is really seeing like, okay, well, this isn't ideal. We can do a lot better here. So then the second part is like, well, let's try something, let's try it. Let's try it. And it's not about like getting it perfect the first time. I feel like I've failed so many more times than I've succeeded in my life. That's true. Like that is true. I feel like I have had way more failures in just trying things out and trying again. And the resilience though that has built in me of just being able to learn how to be with failure. It creates such a powerful human being to be the perfect person. You are the perfect person to be here at this time, to be a way shower. To get your hands in the dirt. And I'm just so like honored with so many of us who thank you for being here at this time. Heaven on earth, the new earth, it is being built now. Full faith in that. Do we want to see things happen like a lot more quickly? Are things getting really serious? Yes. I'm not saying that they aren't. But I'm saying that the solutions are here to almost the solution. That's actually why I think some of this can be so, we're at the point where there really are so many solutions, but the implementation and the systems and the organization, it is still, that part is needing the love and the prayer. How do we distribute information? How do we, how do we organize ourselves to share these heaven on earth realities? And so the distribution, the systems, all of that's where my prayer is a lot these days. Distribution of information, distribution of resources, distribution of like, let's just try it out. Let's like get it going, So, and it's going to take so many people working together. So thank you for being here and listening to a perspective on like, when is the new earth being built? It's happening. It's happening. When I hear somebody be like, well, when is the new earth going to be here? I just want to be like, sis, like, oh my God. Yeah, it's it's going on. It's happening. It's now. Thank you for being here and being a part of it. I hope you all, and myself included, like we can start to see more solutions. and focus on them and celebrate them and share about them and get excited about them. Try them. And what an exciting, assignment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. What new Earth systems are you excited about? What solutions are you personally excited about? I would love to know. I would love to know. I'm really excited about systems and solutions to corporate agriculture and the soil on Earth. I'm really excited that those solutions are, like, there are solutions there. And really sustainable ethical farming practices that are going to preserve the beautiful soil on this earth. That's something I'm really, really excited about. I would love to know some of the solutions that you're excited about, so please share those in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I would love for you to comment, like, subscribe, and I am sending the biggest blessing to you and, to your life. May your life be blessed with the miracles only you could be so brilliant to command. So be it.